This blizzard isn't going to make things any easier for folks living along the shoreline who are still trying to recover from Superstorm Sandy.
News 8's Allie Reed live in our Fairfield County newsroom with more on the potential problem that people will be dealing with tomorrow. Allie?
That's right, guys. Bad news for shoreline residents. If you walk along Fairfield Beach Road, you can see how many houses are under construction, how many residents are still very much picking up the pieces from Superstorm Sandy. And now those residents not only have to worry about snow and potential power outages, but also flooding. The idea of more flooding along the Connecticut shoreline is an unwanted one for residents, and one that officials are all too prepared for.
They'll probably go under. It's just how severe they go under, time will tell.
Fairfield's top emergency management leaders met today to prepare for tomorrow's big storm.
Prepare like you would for the hurricane. We're getting good at this, unfortunately. Prepare like you have for past storms.
They expect areas hit hard by Sandy to see flooding at high tide tomorrow night.
High tide's 9:46 p.m. Friday evening, and we expect a high tide around 7 feet with a 3 to 5 foot surge.
Flooding isn't the only concern for coastline residents. They also have to worry about power outages. That's something officials here in Fairfield are worried about because it's so cold outside.
We've got a number of issues going on here. One is the potential for flood because of the higher tides that are coming in, but also with the storm coming down, hopefully we don't have too many trees fall. I think we've lost those in recent storms, but we're still worried about branches coming down, power outages, and the difficulty in winter is that when we get the power outage, we also have a heat problem.
We may, if there is significant power outages, open up our shelter.
They say they're in touch with UI officials to coordinate the power outage response. They say if you do lose power, to make sure you call UI or your power company right away to make sure they're aware of your area, that it is out of power. And guys, there is a bit of good news. Storm Team 8 meteorologists tell me that the wind direction is going to be blowing in a parallel direction along the shoreline. So it's not going to be pushing the waves onto the shore like it did during Sandy. So if there's any piece of good news, I guess that's it tonight. Reporting live from the Fairfield County newsroom at the Connecticut Post in Bridgeport, Allie Reed, News 8.